Hey, happy people. Thanks for checking in. My name's John with the Sync Center, and we are deep into a series called the Sync Supervision and Clearance series, where we talk about questions and best practices for managing music in visual media, whether it's an advertising campaign, a theatrical release, branded content on YouTube, or even a first-time filmmaker in film festivals. Managing music can be tricky, so we like to set aside some time to unpack and talk about a common question, really to help you succeed in getting your project out in the world.
Morning, everybody. John here from the Sync Center. So wanted to hop on and talk about something that's come up a lot over the last couple weeks. And that is the idea of an ephemeral use. And I guess this really falls under when do I don't need a sync license, or when you don't need to pay for music. So some of the largest performance rights organizations in North America send their sync and supervision our way. And this is a question, I don't know, for some reason we've gotten a lot of over the last couple weeks. It's kind of a squishy word, ephemeral. So we want to kind of unsquish it and put some handles on it so you can think about it correctly. So what is an ephemeral use? An ephemeral use is a situation to where you're filming and music happens in the background, okay? So an example we give is a parade goes by randomly, right? Or you're at a sports event and a marching band goes by. Those are what would be considered an ephemeral use. You didn't plan it, it just kind of happened in the background. So let's look at 3 attributes to help you know when you're dealing with an ephemeral use. So the first is that you didn't choose it. You weren't working on your film and you said, you know what, We Will Rock You would be great right here. Let's put that in. You didn't do that. You're filming and behind the scenes, the music happened, right? The second attribute is that it normally happens behind whatever it is you're filming in the background, right? And the third and last attribute is that it comes and it goes. Kind of like a ghost, an ephemeral apparition, kind of scary thing, right? So those are 3 attributes. You didn't choose it. It happened in the background of what you're shooting, and it comes and it goes, okay? So just to clarify, if you have a use like this that isn't really central to what you're shooting, that most likely can be what's considered an ephemeral use, in which you do not have to pay for that music. So anyways, I hope that helps some people ahead of time as you're working on your production and gives you some clarity around what can be a squishy, confusing word. So as always, if you have specific questions about your project, feel free to call our team here at the Sync Center. We'll be glad to talk you through the specifics of it. All right, have a great week. See you next time.
Hey, happy people. Thanks for checking in. My name's John with the Sync Center, and we are deep into a series called the Sync Supervision and Clearance series, where we talk about questions and best practices for managing music in visual media, whether it's an advertising campaign, a theatrical release, branded content on YouTube, or even a first-time filmmaker in film festivals. Managing music can be tricky, so we like to set aside some time to unpack and talk about a common question, really to help you succeed in getting your project out in the world.